Your desire is a prediction of the future. That is your love for. Hello, welcome back to the Goddesses channel. These are spiritual answers for anxiety that are found in the books that I've read and across the wide spectrum of spiritual disciplines. The primary thing that we have to do when we're feeling anxious about a situation is tune into pronoia. Pronoia is the opposite of paranoia. There's actually a great book based on this by 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝘀𝗶, and I definitely recommend you check that out. So to define it, we have to understand what paranoia is. Paranoia is when you're worried about a situation and you are so pessimistic about it that you can only think about horrible, bad outcomes. Pronoia is when you choose to believe that the outcome can be good, believing that if you love everything that's happening around you and overall align with positivity, that an outcome will turn out for the better. And the book actually talks about this really well because it shows you evidence that everything has survived up till this point and gone pretty well. So the small amount of chance that even you have of being born is so little in the grand scheme of things that it is a miracle that it has happened. But in fact, it did happen. And this is also what gratitude encompasses, which I made an entire video on, because gratitude aligns you more with love. Gratitude shows you that you can choose to observe that which has gone well for you in order to align and create better things for your future. It allows you to align with higher vibrations and then attract that which is also aligned with those higher vibrations. Because when we're worried about one little thing, there's so much that we cannot even grasp. For one little thing, there are 99 other things that are influencing it. And the only thing we can allow for those other 99 things to influence it well is to just believe, be grateful for what we have, and attract positive things to allow that little situation to turn out well. So I want you to let go of your anxiety and just give it all to gratefulness. Do your best to channel your negative energy into a positive thing. Fear can always be transformed into love, and the only way that can be done is through gratitude. There's also a little technique that you can use to soothe yourself immediately. I call this asking your body. So basically, we have a subconscious mind and a God self within us that already knows that things are going to turn out well. But our ego body that is involved in the illusion is scared that things will turn out badly. So what you have to do is connect to your subconscious mind, your God self or your heart center, and ask it, okay, how will this happen? How will the thing that I want to happen? And only focus on what you want to happen. Don't focus on the negative outcomes that your ego mind might be creating for you. That's basically its job. And like I talked about in my gratitude video, that's actually what has helped us survive for so long and across all of our ancient history. So our body actually knows that everything is going to turn out well. For example, if I just gave a test and I didn't do that well on it, but I know that overall things are going to turn out okay. I certainly may not know that. My ego body doesn't know that. But my subconscious mind knows that even if it turned out badly, it means that going down this route was not meant for me, and perhaps it was the better that I did fail this test. So you can turn a bad thing into a good thing by believing that it's taking you down the best path for you. But of course, we should always try to focus on the fact that you did do well on the test, and even if it's not the tangible test that you did well on, it's the test of seeing whether you can transform your fear of doing badly into the love of going down the better path for you. So basically what you would do is you would close your eyes and you would ask your body, hey body, how did I do on this test? Just ask yourself inwardly. What I just explained to you is the type of answer that your body will give you. If you're familiar with the law of attraction and you also struggle with anxious thoughts, it might be hard for you to keep your thoughts positive. And this is because your anxiety itself is allowing your outer situations to be influenced by that negativity. That's also something that makes us even more anxious. So I want to help you understand that if this is the type of thing that the law of attraction makes you feel, do your best not to focus on it, but I want to tell you that the only way that you can come out of this anxiety and negativity loop is by replacing it with love. It's not possible to be afraid of fear and try to escape into a loving state and a positive and optimistic state. The only way to escape a negative and anxious situation is by looking at the tiny things that are positive in your life or positive about that specific situation. Again, this ties back to gratitude, because gratitude always pulls the positive out of a negative situation. Whether it seems entirely negative, but I always promise you, the smallest glimmer of hope is always there, because negative situations are there for you to learn from them and for you to steer towards a better path for your life. For example, if there's a toxic person that you're dealing with, you can always see that there are times that you're not talking to this person where you do feel better about yourself. So you can be grateful for these times and then slowly increase those periods of space from that person until you find freedom from them. It's only from you focusing on those spaces away from them, which is the positive part in your life, that you can widen it and become even more positive. So don't keep thinking about how to escape this person, how to turn it into a good thing. Don't turn it into a good thing. There's already good things in your life. The only way to grow them is by recognizing them. Lastly, the thing that I want to tell you is that your desire is a prediction of the future. So whatever it is that you want for yourself, or you want for other people, is always going to be something positive, because our body does not lead us down a negative path. And that ties into what I said earlier, when you can connect with your subconscious mind and your physical body sensations and ask it, how will something turn out? When you recognize what it is that you truly desire, you'll see that what we want is never negative. We don't want to hurt other people. We don't want to create negative situations or allow for fearful vibrations to continue in our and others' lives. That's what allows us to trust our body and to know that we are made of love, and God only wants us to be aligned with love. And this God is the God inside of you. So that heart center, that God self that I mentioned earlier, that is your love core. And this love core never steers you wrong. As long as you connect back to it, this is how you can soothe your anxiety and believe yourself to be an optimistic person. So let's create paranoia in our lives. Thank you for watching today, and if you love my content, you know what to do. Thank you. See you next time.